Hello, somebody told us that you want to be a copywriter. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to get your first copywriting clients. So I'm going to give you 6 very practical ways that you can start implementing right away, as long as you have followed my other video and started creating your portfolio. Using these methods have gained me 2 clients in my first week and a half of copywriting. And together, these 2 clients were bringing me more than $300 a week, just a little bit over $300 a week, which was very good, and I was very happy at the beginning. Let's go. The first method, and this is the most effective method, but this is also going to be the method that you're really not going to want to do, okay? And that is sending out cold emails. Now, the reason people don't like cold emails because it's like salesy and it feels really stupid and it's just scary and you don't know what to say. So first of all, as I mentioned in my video, my initial video on how to become a copywriter, you need to find your niche, okay? Now, like I said in that video, your niche is not going to be something that you're going to be stuck with forever, okay? This just makes it easier to find the clients right now, especially when you're looking for those first clients. So when you have your niche, and let's say you want to work with fitness clothing brands, okay, to write their copy for their e-commerce stores and whatever else. So what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to identify a few brands that you're going to email. Then you're going to identify the right person within that brand to contact. So you don't want to go, it depends. If the brand is small, you can go for the CEO. If the brand is large, you probably want to go for somebody like the marketing director. How do you know if a brand is small or large? Well, usually it will say on their website or somewhere on their social media, or you'll just have to get a gauge for it. How do you find the people that work for the company? LinkedIn. You don't have to turn to the FBI. It's super easy because most people like to tell us where they work. So, for instance, let's use Gymshark as an example. Let's say I want to work with Gymshark. What I would do is I would go online, first of all, and type in like Gymshark CEO, right? This is assuming that Gymshark is a smaller company. Or I would type in like Gymshark marketing director or head of marketing, whatever. And then their profile will usually pop up on LinkedIn like as the first result. So then I would go into their profile, and there is a website which allows you to find an email address using somebody's LinkedIn profile. Also, one tip, when you're doing this, when you're spying on people on LinkedIn, please don't be logged into your LinkedIn because they will see that you've been spying on them. And if your profile is not very good, then it doesn't look very good, especially if it's a smaller brand and the guy or the person doesn't get a lot of views on their profile and they see you, and I don't know, just don't be logged in. Unless you have a very nice copywriter's profile, then stay logged in, it's okay. But my LinkedIn profile is worse than bad. You will know the name of the person you want to contact through LinkedIn, and then you will find their most likely email address. And then when you write the email, you will put that email in. If it bounces back, then you know it's wrong, and then you can try different. Bear in mind that most companies, like if the managing director's name is Mark, let's say it's Mark Twain, it's most likely that his email will be mark@gymshark.co.uk or mark.twain@gymshark.co.uk or Mark T. Like they're not very creative with these emails. So if you really want to get hold of that person, you'll find a way. Okay. Now, moving on to writing the cold email. This is where a lot of people get stuck. All you have to do is use your copywriting skills, your newly acquired copywriting skills, to write your cold email. I'm going to create a template that you can use, and I'm going to put a link to it down below so you can download it. And don't like follow it word for word. Use your imagination and your creativity and your creative problem solving skills, which you will have to use as a copywriter every day. So what you might want to see is, for instance, maybe the brand was awarded some kind of an award recently. Maybe they've just released a new collection. Maybe they've achieved a big milestone. Okay, you can comment on that in your cold email. You can also find, maybe you have something in common with the person that you're going to talk to. Maybe you lived in the same city, which should be on their LinkedIn profile. Okay? So just have a look around, do a little bit of snooping around, and find something that can be like your hook, okay? Because you don't have much else. So another thing that I want to mention to you is that when you're looking for clients, go for businesses that are already investing into marketing. So you need to see that they're running ads on Facebook, or they're putting effort into their social media or into their website, they have active promotions, etc., etc. Then you know that these people are investing money and they're ready to pay a copywriter. So the next step when you're writing these cold emails, one thing you have to think about is you have no experience, right? You're completely new in the field and they have no guarantee that you will bring them results. So you have to think of a way to make your client feel like they're not risking anything. I used to offer my service and I used to offer them a simple deal. I would say, hey, I'm gonna do this and that for you. If you like it, you pay me this much. If you don't like it, you don't pay me and you don't use it. Don't forget to follow up, okay? So when you send this email, keep a spreadsheet. That's the easiest way. Keep a spreadsheet. Like, I sent an email, a cold email to this person on this date, and I'm gonna follow up in 3 days, let's say. Because people forget. People miss emails, especially when you're busy and you're running a business. So when you're following up, I'm going to leave a template below as well, but just make it really simple. No hard feelings, right? Just say, hey, maybe you missed my previous email. Here it is. Let me know what you think. That's it. You don't have to bother them too much or do the whole thing over again. So following up is the easy part, as long as you don't mind putting yourself out there again and again. But we only follow up about 3 times maximum. I'd say 2 is the sweet spot. The 3rd time is like a final goodbye. Again, don't forget to click the link in my description to find the PDF templates of how I wrote my emails. So, method number 2 for client acquisition. So the second one is networking. Now, bear in mind, I'm somebody who used to think that I was super antisocial and introverted and all these things, and there's no way that I would be able to ever get any clients by speaking face to face with them. Even if you are like that, like, all it takes is for you to put yourself in front of. I started this business in February of 2020, which was like the beginning of COVID, and I managed to get most of my clients through networking, okay, and through recommendations. It's like a little elevator pitch. Ooh, peach. Another thing that I would recommend when you go to these networking events is to always exchange contact details with people, okay? Take their Instagram and give your Instagram, take the WhatsApp, take the LinkedIn, whatever it is, an email address. Just connect with people and make sure you're maintaining these connections, and just expand your network, because like that, these people will remember you and they're more likely to recommend you. Okay, so the next thing on my list is LinkedIn and social media. So I personally don't really use this for client acquisition, but I know people that have had success getting new clients through social media and LinkedIn. So I'm not going to give you a lot of advice on this. I'm just giving you, like, I'm just planting the seed. I would recommend that you look into resources on how to run your LinkedIn and how to run your social media for getting these clients. And that's it. I'm not going to say much more on it because I just don't know. Okay, I don't use it. My LinkedIn is terrible, and my social media is a mix of like travel and all other things. Okay, so this is number 5. Fiverr and Upwork. So these are 2 websites which are quite popular amongst freelancers. You can create a profile on there and put your gigs out there and stuff. I think it's a good option as long as you approach it in a way, in a systematic way. So you post your gigs and you try different graphics and you try different titles and you try different SEO and you monitor your click-through rates and your conversion rates and your impression rates to actually optimize and improve. Because if you don't do that, you'll just be stuck at the bottom of page 27 and you'll never get any orders. So to make sure that you stand out, and then you take a systematic data approach. The next thing I have is job boards. Job boards with jobs for remote workers and flexible workers and startups, okay? So I'm going to post a list of job boards or a link to like an article that has different job boards, because I'm sure somebody's already done that. I'm not knocking it. You can definitely use it. If you need work, then whatever, like just try everything until something works. The last thing is consider taking on an internship. If you are in a financial position that allows you to take on maybe a part-time internship or a full-time internship with an agency or with a company for maybe 3 months, you can negotiate the term and the salary or whatever. It might be free, I don't know, might be free labor, but it will give you experience and it will give you the chance to be hired by the company. But that depends if you want to be hired or if you just want to be a freelancer. So maybe they will want to work with you later on a freelance basis. Okay, so that is another video that's done and dusted. I hope that gave you some ideas on how to get your new clients. Don't forget to like this video, to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment if you found this helpful. Also, go to the link in my description for the PDF of my cold email template. And yeah, that's it. Love you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.